And we're back in the garden this morning. Good morning, Dabney. How you doing?
Oh, doing great. I'll tell you, walked out this morning, fall's around the corner when you start getting these little break-in temperatures. They're perfect for gardening.
Yeah, that is perfect for gardening. And
Yeah.
we have a lot of questions for gardening, too, so we'll kind of dive right into those here. One from Ellie Masters-White. She's trying to figure out what to do with her knockout roses. When is the best time to prune them? I know we talked about hydrangeas in the past, but knockout roses.
Well, really, we don't have to cut knockout roses back. The only reason if they get out of hand, they get too large, and you want to prune them. And it's nothing wrong with pruning those during the growing season, which is now. They'll just grow back out again and bloom this fall, so it's fine to do so. But like regular roses, a lot of folks have had these hybrid roses, the hybrid teas, the grandifloras, and those type that have the big nice blooms that we like to cut to bring indoors, those we cut back, but we do that in February and March. They're the ones that need the extra care, but the low maintenance roses such as knockouts, the only reason for pruning those is just to shape them.
Okay, just to shape them. Okay, great. And then another question here about the butter beans. This gentleman, Jim in Suffolk, has butter beans. They're huge and lush, but the problem is there's no beans inside. So what's going on there?
I don't know. He's got me.
Oh, did he stump you?
He stumped me on that. I'm not sure.
Is it something that he can maybe try to harvest later in the season? That's what he's thinking there.
Well, I don't, generally once you get the pod, of course, I mean, I don't know that the pod just formed like in the last week or so, and then, yes, wait a little while and see if they will, but it may be a lost crop. I'm not that familiar with never having the bean form inside. I've grown butter beans a few times, and I've grown limas once or twice. Limas do take, if he planted lima beans, some people say, what's the difference between a lima and a butter bean? Well, lima beans, if you pick them early, can be a butter bean. Also, though, there are varieties that are Pacific butter beans, and that they never get to be large. Well, point being, if you plant a lima bean, you have to wait longer before you can actually get a bean in it.
Okay.
So that may be the problem.
Maybe it's a little too early. And then are there any fertilizers that might be better to
at this point in time, no. If you're going to fertilize, we do that when the plant's starting to grow and maybe about mid-season when they're starting to flower. And nitrate of soda, a high nitrogen fertilizer, is good for beans.
Okay, I'm trying to help you, Jim.
Yeah, sorry, you got me stumped on that.
If you have any butter beans, Jim, bring some in. We'll set
let's talk about grass seed. I don't get quite as stumped on grass.
Yeah, well, actually, we're out of time for it today.
Oh,
so
my gosh.
We'll have to save the grass talk for next week.
Okay.
Next Saturday.
All right.
Okay, great. We'll be back with another check of weather and another check of news coming up after this break.